That is, they've all got those staples and locks on them. And all the locks look relatively new. Despite whatever the condition of the coffin, the locks look relatively new.
We went all around the house except for that other wing on the third floor.
No, you guys have not looked in several rooms, just FYI.
Oh.
You can still say that. You can assume they've been everywhere.
I don't think we looked at every room on the second floor either.
No, you haven't.
There was
You looked in the haunted room and the room in the front with the lantern, which you're still holding in your hand, or did you want to leave?
I'm still holding it.
Okay. And you haven't looked at the back bedrooms on the second floor or the porch. You guys could probably figure out there's these weird rooms here, too.
Jebediah, set me down beside the nice coffin.
Wait, which one was the nice
Are
one?
you, you quite sure, Teddy?
I think that was
talk me out of
3.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, because 303 was dirty, had dirt on it.
Yep. 301.
301 was like wooden.
Yeah.
Oh,
And 302 was kind of nice, right?
Alright, well, I'm going to this 302 and I'm setting Teddy down next to it, just like the
Okay.
ones.
You're sitting on the dirty floor.
Yeah, I want to like really close inspect it. Maybe look at the craftsmanship, anything like that.
Can you see anything inside, Teddy?
I don't know.
No, it's locked up. But yeah, it's just a nice coffin, just laying straight on the floor. It's not like dirty. It's not got dirt on it. It's just a decent coffin. It's not like a real expensive coffin. Has handles on either side. They don't match yours.
What is the base knowledge about vampires in the 1920s? Like, is that in my occult knowledge?
Oh, yeah, that would be a call. Give me a cult check.
Has Bram Stoker written
Yes, 1890s was when Dracula was released. There's also Varney the Vampire, which was a vampire, it was in newspapers for a long time. That's another Victorian one, though. You made it? Okay. You would know basics about vampire lore. We can assume you've read Dracula. Okay. You guys are a reader, right?
Yeah.
Give me a luck check, and you could have read Varney the Vampire, too, which is the same kind of deal. And vampire lore...
35.
Okay, vampire lore states vampires have to live in their coffins during the day. If sunlight strikes them, they become dead bodies. Stake to the heart. Bite the neck. In Dracula, it took 3 bites in order to change someone into a vampire, and or having to give them some of the vampire's blood, feed them some of that. What else? Crosses, crucifixes, holy water. That's all bad for vampires.
How did you drink blood, though?
I'm trying to think of this anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much all the basic information you would have. Can anybody else think of anything about vampires that they know?
Garlic.
Oh yeah, garlic. You would know that. Garlic is supposed to be bad for vampires.
They can't go over moving water willingly.
Can't cross over running water. Running water.
Mirrors.
Can't enter a home unless they're invited. They don't leave a reflection in mirrors. This is all stuff that came up in Dracula or other cheese ball vampire stories that you've read. Anybody else with any other common knowledge that you guys have? You can get most of this from Dracula. No, I don't think that's not vampire lore that I've ever read.
Yeah, they don't have shadows.
Maybe they don't have
Well,
shadows.
they don't have reflection.
Well, what do you make of it, Teddy?
Hold on, I have an idea. I want to put my ear to it.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
No, listen, check it.
Nope.
They're super strong. So.
I want to knock on it.
Strong, immortal. Dracula looked old until he started drinking people's blood again, and then youthened. Yeah, mustache too. Something that always struck me about that novel.
I'm gonna walk up to the coffin and
Knock, nothing.
grab one of the locks
Mm-hmm.
and hit it with the handle.
Okay. It does not break.
They are brand new locks.
Yeah, these are nice
Does that
locks.
handle fit within
You're
the
gonna need
coffins?
crowbars or something like that to get this thing if you want
Well,
to
we've
get it
seen
open.
more coffins by the time that...
We checked them all.
You checked all of them?
Checked all that.
This handle doesn't fit any of them.
Oh, he's been keeping oh yeah, well no, that's legit. You've been doing it, but you haven't been talking about it. You've just been
I actually didn't know.
Right, and so there you go. Roll point. He's asking about it.
It doesn't fit any of them. I've been keeping check.
So there's possibly a fifth coffin.
Maybe.
Looks like it to me. But it's not here.
We could go back downstairs and check the second floor, maybe.
We could ask around, see what happens this night. I mean, unless we find a way to open any of these coffins, I don't think we can check and see if there's anything actually in them.
Slam!
Oh.
Some door just slammed somewhere downstairs.
Oh.
He's pumping his ass with fix. Okay.
Let's go back downstairs.
What was that noise?
I pick up Teddy.
Okay. You go back down to the second floor. Nothing seems to have changed. The doors that you left open are still open. The front of the hallway. The
I want to
back is
look
still
and
closed.
look at the coffins in each of the rooms that we've seen them in up on the third floor.
Oh yeah, you can go look at them more.
I just want to like peek in and make sure that wasn't the slam.
Yeah. Everything looks the same as you walk past and peek in all
Okay,
those
so
doors.
none of those coffins are the slam. I'm trying to follow everybody down.
Yeah, it sounded like it was downstairs somewhere.
Okay.
No, it sounded like a door slammed somewhere.
Alright. That's amazing.
You go back down to the second floor. 201 and 202 are the rooms. 202 is hanging dead guy, ghost, whatever. 201 is lantern room that you still got. The other rooms you have not explored. I don't know if you want to peek in those or not.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's good to know if anybody is too weathered by the things they've seen, I can go, but I am of faint heart.
You don't.
The faintest.
I'll open the first one.
I don't think
Which
we want
one?
you to faint while holding steady.
Where are you going? 203 or 204 at the back of the house.
I'll go to 203.
You open it up and it looks like it's empty, dirty. Anybody peeking in can make me a spot hit.
I'll peek in.
I'm Moby peeking.
Don't forget to be checking these off if you succeed.
Oh, we are.
Oh yeah.
We can. We'll still like fiddle around with
Nobody.
Anybody make it?
I missed.
I did.
There's another cleared spot in the middle of the floor about
Yeah, I
coffin
made it.
size.
Yeah.
Nancy, you see this? You
Critical.
notice this turn? Critical? Yeah, that's definitely a place. There was a coffin there. There was definitely a coffin in the dust on the floor.
At least 6 more coffins.
Those who did not make the spot hidden
Or no, still
can
5.
make whatever guess you want about that.
The ones that didn't.
Correct. Because you don't notice anything wrong with this room, just similar to
I
that.
mean, it's
6 more?
5 more still. It could be 6.
So, 10? What do you...
Okay.
So, missing coffin again. Not good.
Oh, that's what he means. That's what Yori means.
Let's
I like
check
how cryptic it
the
is.
room across from here.
Yeah, there's coffin in that room.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I checked the handle.
Yeah, that one's, no, it does not match.
Got lots.
This one it's a verdigris covered copper handle on this one. Obviously, it's been exposed to a lot of weather.
Filter?
No, verdigris. Verdigris isn't verdigris? Verdigris? Copper turns green over time when it's exposed. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. There's also doors in the back of each of those last 2 rooms that lead to little smaller rooms apparently off the porch on the back of the house. As you can see by the map. Level 2, yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
these
sure.
rooms you guys have not been in. I don't know if you want to peek in those or not. You could easily just like, that kind of deal if you want.
I'm good.
No? Nobody's going to live in those rooms? Okay, that's fine.
I'll go look back one.
Alright, Richard's like,
Go for it.
let's be thorough. Honor demands it.
Yeah, let's get through this.
Yeah, hell, there's coffins in both those rooms as well.
Oh my
More coffins.
Do any of them have brass handles?
No matches. Yeah, there's a lot of coffins in this house. That's kind of weird.
Do we have a mortician that lives in this?
Do any of these
There's
look recent,
morticians
or
in
are these
Heflin.
all old?
Good.
It's a
record
mix.
of that?
Some are kind of nice, some are old, some have dirt on them, like they
Some don't.
were in the ground, and some do not have
They
dirt
all
on them.
have brand new walls.
It's a complete mess. All of them have the hasps and the, what is the word I'm trying to find here?
Staples.
Staple, thank you. God, I cannot keep that in my
It
head.
doesn't make sense if they would
And new
store
locks.
them in different rooms on different floors.
Or that they wouldn't smell in the summer, or be locked from the outside.
No smell. The only smell that has been when you guys went near that one
Or in the
room.
news room.
You can still kind of catch a whiff from there.
Unless they were assigned rooms?
Signed room?
What coffin? Has Teddy said anything about vampires, or is he
He's
keeping
keeping
quiet about
shut.
that?
No, Teddy hasn't mentioned anything about vampires. He just knows that information. Right? You haven't said, you
don't
haven't
want
been
to
like,
jump to conclusions.
here's all the vampire lore. No. He realizes that, but he hasn't shared it yet.
So we're going back down to the first floor?
I suppose so.
Where do you guys want to look on the first floor?
I think unless we try to look for more keys or things to do, it might be best to get information.
Ambralyn.
Not gonna drink this?
I'm like, what? I said to just check the last few rooms.
Sorry, I didn't particularly like it.
town, and then go back to town.
That's okay.
Wait.
With I'm pretty spooked.
How long have we been here?
It's probably been like an hour.
No, maybe an hour tops.
Okay.
You guys have not done a lot. You had the little scare at the beginning. You've been looking into rooms. It's not like you're like, we're going to search every inch of every room. You've just been peeking in rooms, checking against your handle. Maybe an hour. It's maybe 10 o'clock in the morning.
What are we trying to figure out today? Do we want to find?
You're all very dirty, though. There's a lot of dust that you've kicked up and covered yourself with.
Do we want to try to find a match for the handle? Do we want to try to find keys for the locks? And how long do we want to stay? Do we want to check every room?
Oh, yeah. You guys are still on the second floor.
Yeah.
So, Billy walks towards the front of the house and goes back in room that you found like somebody has been living in. But then he almost immediately comes back out with his hands empty. Obviously, he put the lantern back where he found it.
I was hoping we would find all of it.
I mean, there's still another wing.
There is another wing we haven't checked.
There's several rooms you guys haven't
There's
checked.
several rooms in the first floor
You haven't
that I
checked
have
these.
not seen.
This room in the back, nobody has been through, and other rooms of the house.
Why don't we make one more pass around all the rooms, and then we can decide if we have enough will or information to stay longer, or we should try to get some info in town and talk to people about all these coffins.
And
Well-
come back more prepared now that we know that this is something serious and maybe
place-
supernatural.
This place is the only lead that we had to figure out what happened to Tommy.
Yeah.
So
Let's decide what we do after we explore everything.
It would only take you guys maybe a half an hour at the most. So again, do the same thing. Just peeking in rooms.
Seeing a coffin, going to the next room,
Pretty
seeing a
much.
coffin.
So, over the course of the next half hour or so, you come downstairs. 104 is empty. You can easily peek through this doorway. It's just another garbage out room. Just, you guys get the choice. North wing or south wing first.
I'd say we've already seen a little bit of this, but I haven't seen everything, so I'd like to check that one.
So north wing first. Okay, yeah, so you go back to the house to the north wing. Room 112 is empty. It's got just debris. This is the room you kicked the door open. This door is not locked that she tried to kick and couldn't break. You find that out when you actually just try the handle. There is another coffin in here.
Amazing.
There's another coffin in 109.
Okay.
This is the bathroom. Now, how do you handle that when they... Because I'm assuming you guys go through this room, go through this little hallway here.
Yeah,
And the
there's
first door,
two
the
coffins
closest door is
next
to
to
the
him.
left. So you peek in there and there's a coffin. Straight ahead.
I'm going to lean against the wall and not look in.
Okay. You open up. There's a brass tub, an empty brass tub in that room.
Okay.
Um,
Anything in it?
Nope, it's empty. There's not even water in here. This room is like dry.
Huh.
If there was any water, you'd think that the tub would be wet on the inside or something, but no. It's full of cobwebs and shit. You go back this way. Again, empty. Coffin.
Jesus. Alright.
And the back here, again, has a tub, but it's dry. There's nothing in it.
Any of them match?
No, none of them match the handle. They're all different designs, all different builds. Some of them have dirt on them, like they were maybe in the ground at one point. Otherwise, they all are just coffins. No smells, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, well, coffins are out of the ordinary.
Did we see
And all of
anything
them are
in the
locked up.
courtyards, or are they just...
No, the courtyards, you got a cement floor here, brick floor here, but that's more like just open to the outside, and there's nothing there as well.
Okay.
You guys have no sign of any kind of a basement, which isn't really that surprising. No way to get to a basement. You haven't found any, like, doorway that... Like, there's no door on the back of these steps here or anything like that. You
Are
haven't
there,
seen any
like,
way underneath the house.
drawers and cabinets and things in any of the rooms? Or are they mostly empty?
No, mostly empty.
Okay.
There's no kitchen because the kitchen was obviously detached back in the day. And they wouldn't have had drawers or closets. They would have had wardrobes and like dressers and shit. So you guys have made a thorough look throughout the whole house. It's maybe 10:30 in the morning. You're dirty, dusty, and you feel all, like disgusting and sweaty. But You think you've searched the entirety of the house. Pretty well. You haven't been on this back porch or the upper part of this back porch, but the damn thing looks like it's about to collapse anyway, so that's up to you if you guys want to go mess around with that or not.
No. I don't want to fall.
Well,
I will go out through the back courtyard to go get.
Yeah, your dog's sitting in the same spot he was sitting before. You're going to get him, but where are you going with him?
Been around the house.
Oh yeah, you go around the front of the house.
He ain't coming through.
He's just with you. He's a happy dog.
Sounds all happy.
Well, he's a good boy.
I am both scared and disappointed.
I'm gonna say you guys are gonna meet out in front of the house, and Yori's there too.
Is there a library in this town?
No.
Fuck me. Why?
The nearest library is probably in
The
Heflin.
library used.
I put on my favorite places, library. I guess I should probably.
No, you can leave it. There's probably a library in Heflin that your parents, sometimes you go into Heflin, you get a ride, or you walk there, and you could stop at the library. There's probably a small library. You could be at Fruithurst School. There could be a little library there for the children to use that could be your favorite place.
Can I make, well, I don't want to say can I make a luck roll because my luck sucks further. Can the books that I've read on vampires be at my house?
Yes, you own Dracula.
I own Dracula?
You own Dracula. You've read Barney the Vampire. You didn't like it. It seemed kind of lame. It was kind of vague whether he was really a vampire or just somebody acting like one. But Dracula was really good. You enjoyed the hell out of that one. And then you were like, what else did he write? And you read some of Stoker's other works, and you're like, okay.
Oh, well.
Well, they're like spy novels, and they're not really.
Okay, so out in front of the house, I'm just gonna like knowledge dump everything. Like I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but that's a lot of coffins, and you guys are talking about bite marks and all this other stuff. And personally, I've maybe jumped to the conclusion that Tommy might be becoming a vampire if the marks have disappeared, because.
And he tells you tell him all the ways that vampires
So
can
I
be dealt
think,
with.
even though it may be a super fucking bad idea, we should probably open his coffin somehow at the funeral while it's the daytime. I'm not doing my voice because I'm not.
That's okay.
Maybe we can just.
We're playing out this funeral tonight now. It's going to end pretty soon, but we'll finish out the funeral before we wrap up.
Maybe we.
This will have to be a
just
2D
say
thing.
we just want to see Tommy one last time. We don't want to remember him in his pajamas.
I gotta
Naked,
give him these
cold, and
pennies.
rain.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens if we open the coffin in daylight.
Alright. And if we need to make another quick one back by this tomorrow, if you know more or something like that. If you said that sunlight destroys them, right?
Many things
No.
destroy them.
Sunlight doesn't destroy.
Huh?
They cannot move during the daylight. They cannot. But sunlight doesn't never hurt Dracula. He even was walking around in the sunlight. We don't know what that is about. He didn't like burst into flames. It's not gonna be like Fright Night, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But when sunlight, you have read other vampire lore, we'll say, since you roll well, and there are some Chinese vampire stories where when sunlight strikes, the cock crows, then the vampire like just drops, and it's just a dead body. So there's no lore at this time period of sunlight hits the guy's hand and it just like catches on fire and shit like that. That's all Hollywood is.
But we can come back prepared with the knowledge that I have.
And I
Burn this place.
As much as it bothers me to see all these coffins if they're all locked up, except for the ones that seem to be missing, it seems pretty safe.
But did they open? Could they be open?
But vampires have been known to. You've read stories.
Yeah.
That vampires are out and they're biting people, and then people go and they dig up the coffin and open it up, and the vampire's in there, under 6 foot of soil, in a closed coffin. And they're all bloated, and there's blood in their mouth, and their fingernails are really long, and their hair's growing really long. And then they sting. So that begs the difference of, if those coffins are locked up, we're safe. If there's vampires in them, how would a vampire get out of being dug underneath 6 foot of dirt and get back into his coffin? I'm throwing out real vampire stories at you guys.
Yeah.
Are they on the right track? Is it just a red herring? We'll find out.
I'm gonna ask him to take me home so I can get ready for the funeral, I guess.
You guys all feel like you should take, like, not necessarily a bath, but at least, like, sponge yourself down and clean yourself up. And clean clothes.
Yeah, you need to clean.
Like the.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, definitely want to dump some alcohol in that, or maybe...
Just tell all the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Call him.
Well, just find
Your
them.
parents aren't real fond of using the telephone.
Go to them.
You can go up the hill to his
Yeah.
house.
Something happened at the clubhouse.
Either way, I don't think we are
feel like-
prepared to deal with it today.
Though I feel like I've been neglecting the fact that my character is very honest. I feel like I would tell them what happened.
Yeah, you can. Who,
Or just-
Doc Underwood or your parents?
The doc.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to Doc Underwood's house. You tell him that you went out to the plantation, and that your foot went through a board and got stabbed by something, right?
Yeah, some nails.
Okay. So he's gonna give you antiseptic and stuff. He tells you if you feel like your muscles are tight or your jaw starts getting a little tight, let him know.
Okay.
He might give you a tetanus shot. I'm gonna have to figure out if that's a thing yet. So if it is, then he gives you a tetanus shot. It's not yet. And he sends you on your way. Yeah. Good luck. What were you saying, Yori?
I want to go try to find the homeless man.
Oh, Van Zandt?
Yeah.
Make me a luck check.
Okay.
He's around town
Yeah, I know.
often, but you might not be able to find him quickly.
It's a 41. I got it.
You got it? Yeah, you find him. He's looks like he's pulling weeds for one of the people in town. Probably they told him they pay him $5 if he would clean up around the house or something like that. People give him little odd jobs to help him get by, or they give him food or something like that. So yeah, he's out there.
Hi, Mr. Van Zandt.
Well, hello there, Billy. He calls all the kids Billy, by the way.
Hell yeah!
That one right.
Just have to be right.
Hello,
Okay.
Billy. Well, he's weeding as best he can. Well, howdy.
Me and my friends are wondering if you ever go near that abandoned plantation.
The Bennett farm?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Fuck that
It's probably haunted. There. I don't go out there. There's ghosts out there. I don't like spooks.
So whatever happened over there?
Oh, I don't know. When I was a kid, they wanted me to go out there and look, and I wouldn't. Who went out there? Somebody. Jesse Underwood. He went out. I should take a break. He sits down. Jesse Underwood went out there. He pulls a little nasty ass looking flask out and he opens it up and he looks around. Don't tell anybody I'm not working. Jesus. It's something. It's rough, obviously. Whatever he's drinking, you smell like moonshine, like corn liquor smell come off him. Oh, nice. So he gets back up to get back to work. He's like, yeah. I think that he went out there as a child. I think.
Well, thank you, Mr. Van Zandt.
Oh, you're welcome, Billy. You be a good boy. He like pats you. You're real small too. Like, you'd be good in the fifth grade.
Something like 11.
But yeah, you probably think really young. You'd be good in the fifth grade now, and you study. You don't want to end up like old man's.
No, we don't.
No, you don't want.
Absolutely.
He goes back to work that he's doing around this person's house.
Oh god.
Okay, you go up to the house and you treat your foot and all that shit.
Yeah, it's the first vaccine was 1924.
Oh yeah, he'll give you a fucking tetanus shot then.
Yeah.
You think it's a rusty nail or something?
Yeah.
You children, sometimes I don't know. Yeah, he gives you a tetanus shot. He says you should be fine.
Okay.
He keeps some tetanus shot around because he probably uses it a lot, actually, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
All right, so off you go.
Yeah, I'll go get cleaned up at my house.
I'm gonna go clean up.
Y'all get cleaned up, get told to get your Sunday best. You go to the funeral. It's in 2 o'clock that afternoon. Your guess is that the family probably prepped the body. It's a pretty cheap coffin. They've already got the hole dug when you guys get there, but the coffin's out. There's a preacher that came from the Baptist church over in Muscadine. Excuse me. He says some words. Let's see. Where is this? I wrote a little bit about this. Remains of Tommy Hill. It's a quiet, dignified affair. Mrs. Hill and Marjorie cried. Mr. Hill looks on stoically. You guys notice his chin quivers occasionally during the service. None of them speak. There's a simple wooden marker that you're guessing is temporary. They do have the coffin open if people want to pay their respects to Tommy before they put it. It's such a small coffin. It's depressingly small.
Be outside.
Yeah, it's all outside.
Sun hitting him.
Yep. He's just got his hands are crossed. He's wearing his Sunday best. His hands are crossed. He looks very clean, like he was washed and his hair was washed and it's kind of slicked back. And yeah. You, Ambralyn.
I'm sorry.
No. Yeah. No, that's okay. You didn't hear me tell the rule. That no phones are near the city. Phones are near the city. You weren't here when I said that earlier. That's okay. Somebody approaches you and like pokes you.
That's my dad.
Jill Spearman.
Spearman.
Yep.
That's my dad.
She was the one down by the river with us.
Yeah, she was down there that day.
Oh,
She
hi, Jill.
Did you know about Tommy's treasure?
Tommy's treasure.
Yes, he accumulated treasure from the railroad tracks. He's been doing that for like 2 years. And
Oh,
he's been collecting things and 4 years, since he was 6 years old. And his parents don't know about it, so they probably haven't looked. But I've seen a little of it, including the golden handles that he found in May, and I was there when he found them, and he didn't even share. So I think somebody needs to get me them golden handles, because those are mine. I have rights to have that, because I was there when he found them, but he wouldn't share it all.
Slow down. Golden handles?
It was a handle. It was like a handle. Like, there was a little rod, little hooks on it. It was a golden handle. He found them down by the railroad tracks. Amongst all that broken up wood and stuff and junk. So I think you should help get them. You should help get me my handles back. There were 4 of them, and I think I should have half. I was waiting for that reaction.
That's what me and Ben were talking about earlier.
Okay, anyway.
I'll look into that.
Okay, I'll ask you about it tomorrow.
Okay.
You know Jill's very, like, what's the word?
I'm completely forgetting my character.
That's okay. I kind of hit you
Who is
blindside.
she?
He was headstrong.
Yeah, headstrong.
Do whatever you want.
I'm in charge.
I'll take on anymore.
Jill's very headstrong too, but she's very to the point.
And this is not
She tells people what she thinks, and if people don't like it, too bad. It's kind of Jill.
Mm-hmm.
So she's very honest, but she's very straightforward, forthright, and straightforward.
I appreciate that, because that's me.
Yeah, you and Jill would probably get along if you were a little closer aged. She's only 12.
Yeah. Yeah, I find her a little annoying, though.
Exactly, she's only 12.
Yeah, okay.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
This is right before, like, everybody's going to sit down. There's a few last words said over Tommy's body. They close the casket, and then yeah,
I
okay.
put my flat and pennies in there.
Yeah, you could have put the flattened pennies in there.
Right.
Shh, hold on. Here's real funny. Ashes to ashes.
He knows black pennies.
Dust to dust.
She said he had handles. Old handles that found down the railroad track.
Gold?
Old handles.
The handle we found was friends.
But still, did you see how many coffins were there? They're different.
Shh. It's your mom. Show her respect. Especially you, Mike.
Is Merle here?
You always get in trouble when she doesn't. Yes, Merle's there with her. Everybody in town's here. What?
I forgot to ask you to do something. I didn't think he was going to jump straight into this.
Oh, okay. No, we can retro something. What?
I brought water with me.
Okay, like how?
I don't know.
You need to know.
Plain water or holy water?
In my lap as
No.
I'm wheelchaired.
No.
I figured like
I can't have a cup of water.
Canteen.
Yes, you can have a cup of water. I need to know how you got it there.
Yeah,
though.
a cup. Sure.
I didn't know. I've been my
Ain't
first
no
thought
bottle.
is it's a plastic bottle, like they right. Okay, you could have a little cup, like a little coffee tin, like a little tin coffee cup that's in there.
Father, can you bless this?
Boy, I ain't no Catholic.
Just do it.
You need a we don't believe in that kind of thing. Ain't no blessing water. Baptists don't bless water. They just don't do it. You need a Catholic priest if you want holy water.
For 10. What would you say if you wanted?
Why don't you sit down? Good Lord, please bless this feeble-minded and crippled child. You say that, okay.
I'm gonna roll up to Tommy just pour a little on.
Oh my God.
Nothing happens, no.
Oh my God.
Just like when you set the watering hole, but.
Why, just pouring water.
That's a good cover. I like that. I like that. I don't know. He just said just like the watering hole. And then your dad's like, what the hell are you talking
Splash him in the face.
He like turns your wheelchair and he moves it away. And he's like, what are you doing? You don't be pouring water on no dead body. What's the matter with you? And he's real quiet, but you guys can all make spot hidden to see if you notice his dad just ripping into him verbally.
And the water.
and water.
You goddamn.
It's worth a shot.
Who made it? So Michael made it. Anybody else make a spot hidden to notice this? Okay, Michael's the one who sees him wheeling Teddy away with angry words. Very quiet, angry words towards Teddy.
Break my arms tomorrow.
No, he's never struck you like he spanked you. You can't feel it, so it don't matter.
You know my lower butt.
So okay, so we retro that in. That happened before Ashes and Ashes, Dust to Dust, and this conversation happened here about Jill. They have several pallbearers from town who lower the body into the ground. And then actually Morris Van Zant was actually apparently paid a couple bucks. He's got a shovel.
I want to pay attention to this coffin.
Filling it in.
What is this coffin look
It
like?
is a cheap wooden. It's a cheap pine coffin.
Okay.
The handles are like rope.
Alright.
I mean, the hills are pretty poor.
Okay.
So it was a very inexpensive coffin. The interior looked like it was nicely
I'm
lined.
just saying, if we go back in that mansion and his coffin's there.
You would recognize this coffin again if you saw it.
Does anyone look younger than usual?
No.
That was
Not sure you're coming from because he mentioned, Dracula looked really old and then he drank blood and he became a young man again. No, everybody looks pretty much the same.
Fucking Baptist, man.
Baptists don't make holy water, they just don't do it.
To baptize your turtle?
That's totally a Catholic thing. They'll baptize you in water, but they haven't blessed that water.
You baptized
I thought they baptized you in holy water.
No, because they'll baptize you in a fucking river. They can't make a whole river holy water, so it's the Catholics. Holy water is pretty much reserved for Catholics. The nearest Catholic church, you don't even know where it is. You never heard of a Catholic church anywhere around here. What?
Hebrew.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because I mean that's what kosher is
Yeah.
something that's been blessed by a rabbi.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah.
If a rabbi was.
I don't think they make holy water though, but I don't know. You're right. Okay. Well, there ain't no synagogues around here in northern Alabama either. Tommy's foot in the ground. I don't know how long you guys want to stay. Morris Van Zant.
Well, I figure we group together again.
Yeah, you guys can group together.
I'll tell them that
the parents are doing that too. They're kind of grouping together.
I talked to Van Zant and
Van Zant said that Doc Underwood, only person he knows of that ever went to that place.
The duck.
Did the dog act stranger or anything when I saw him? Anything out of the usual?
Nope. Gave you a piece of candy after you were done. Gave you a shot. That might seem unusual to you. That sucked.
Billy.
But otherwise...
That may be a clue. But also, Van Zant calls all of us Billy, so I don't really know.
I don't see a problem with it. He's always right for me.
Call me Billy.
He does call you Billy.
He calls
He's not all there.
Yeah.
Well, the least we can do is go talk to the doc.
I info dump from
Oh, what Jill said to you?
Yeah.
About the treasure, Tommy's treasure, yeah.
Well, if it's not likely any of us will be in any trouble, do we want to have a handle team and a doc team? I know the doc probably better than anyone around here.
Probably do.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I'd love to go speak with him at any time that's not for sickness.
I go where Jebediah goes. He's
Oh,
really
no,
carried me.
He's here at the funeral, but he's like talking to your parents and a lot of people, so. Yeah, if you guys want to wait till this afternoon and talk to Doc, Handle team, what's that mean? Somebody gonna go break
I don't
into
know, I'm
Tommy's
just saying,
house?
We can probably do.
Not necessarily break
I
in.
We can probably solve these
I
both.
could probably try and sneak in.
Yeah, you guys can do both of these at once if you want in this afternoon. We can do this afternoon now and finish up there too for
Could I
tonight.
try and sneak into their house and get a Tommy thing?
Yeah. Tommy's got a window in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Unless they've locked it for some reason, and all y'all pretty much have all your windows open all the time at this time of year to get any kind of breeze that you can.
Good thing there's no burglars around here.
Nobody even locks their doors. You walked right into his house.
No, I know.
It wasn't even
Certainly no
locked.
child stealers.
You're talking 1920s Northern Alabama. Nobody locks their doors. Nobody closes their windows. Nobody ever gets